Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's Traders Club. I'm Gerald with ChartNexus. Okay, so today is the 7th of July, right? So the market opened high today, and when it's closed, it went back to yesterday's opening price, right? So you can see from STI here. So basically, several stocks that we discussed last week, they have hit the confirmation price. So some of you could be already in with a small profit, yeah. So, but stick to the plan, stick to your stop loss. If the price is not come back down to the stop loss, hold on to it, yeah, because the trend is still up. Okay, so as you can see, for STI, right? So previously, last week when we were looking at it, it was testing the 50 MA support zone. So it managed to hold up, like in the previous case, yeah. So now it's trying to make a newer high. So it's a matter of how bullish the market can lead us. Yeah, in the event it comes down, of course, please cut your losses and we look for new trade opportunities. Last week we highlighted a few stocks, especially the banks. Yeah, so I'll just probably bring them up again. Yeah, so for those who are in. Okay, so this is DBS, right? So this was the signal that we were looking at, right? So the confirmation is any price that goes above this high of $20.99. So when you see $21 and above, it's a trade, right? Stop loss, of course, you set it below your 50 MA. Okay, set it anywhere below your 50 MA. That will be your cut loss price. Okay, so you will have a small profit going into this week. Yeah, of course, we hope that it could have gone higher today. Yeah, but the market has some profit taking. Okay, the same for the other banks, right? OCBC and UOB. Yeah, OCBC is the first one that get confirmed. Yeah, so same thing. The confirmation price was on the day after. Okay, then of course we have UOB. Sorry, OCBC. That was UOB. This is OCBC. Yeah, the one that got confirmed over here. All right. So some of you have a small profit, some of you have a slightly bigger profit. So it depends on whether you're in at DBS or in at OCBC. Right. Other stocks that we talk about, I think we were highlighting some of those that have a smaller risk. Yeah, the cut loss will be pretty small. Okay, so one of them will be CapitaComTrust because the high is 172. So if you've taken a trade 173 as the confirmation, yeah, your cut loss is only at below 164, 163. Yeah, very tight stop loss. Okay, so it has gone up. So let's see how far this one will go. Yeah, so for those who are in, probably you're getting some profit. Yeah, about 4%. We've gone higher, but of course the market couldn't do much today. Yeah. Okay, another one we talked about last week, CDL HTrust. Same thing. I think you can see the stop loss is very tight. Right, so your entry, you could be just looking at 105 as the entry for confirmation. Cut loss anywhere below the 50 MA, you could set it at 98.5 or 98. Yeah, so it's a very small risk that you're taking. And of course, it's confirmation, so that's where your trade would have been. Okay, so stick to your cut loss. It's a down day, but doesn't mean the trend has changed. Okay, so just stick to your plan and hope for the best. Okay, so many stocks basically they have either hit the confirmation price and then after that they didn't move much yet. So today not much opportunity as far as today is concerned. Yeah, but if you looking out for trading opportunity, probably you can take a look at JAPFA. Yeah, so JAPFA has a signal yesterday. Okay, so the confirmation price will be one bit above. So the high is 68 cents. So you're basically looking at 68.5 as the market's confirmation. Cut loss, you could set it at 61. Right? So this is a below $1 stock. So your stop loss could be above 10%. Yeah. Okay, but in any case, the entry price has not hit yet. So it's still a valid trade if you see JAPFA hit 68.5 cents tomorrow. Yeah. So this one that has the trend support and a signal in MACD. Okay, so this is JAPFA. Today it didn't trigger, so it could be tomorrow. Right, it could be a few days later. Definitely not Friday. Friday is a voting day, so market will not be open. Vote wisely, as they say. Okay, now, but what if, right? Many of you will have this question asked frequently. What if the price doesn't hit the 68.5? So say keep trading like that, yeah? So how long do you wait? Okay, so basically you wait for as long as it doesn't come back down to hit the stop loss price. Yeah, so your intended stop loss say is 61.5 cents. If you're waiting and waiting for a few days and then the price somehow comes down to it, basically means the support between your 20 and 50 MA is gone already. So no point waiting for it or this trade anymore. Okay, so that's the waiting time per se, right, for the entry. The other one that you could look at will be SPHREIT. Yeah. Okay, SPHREIT, previously there was this signal. Yeah, so the entry price was 1 bit above, so you could be looking at 89 cents. Your cut loss, you could set it below 81, 82 cents. Now what happened is it didn't hit. Yeah, so like I illustrated earlier, if it didn't hit, so long as it hasn't come down to your intended stop loss, right, you will still be waiting for it. Okay, but if it comes down, then you ignore this trading setup. Okay, but if it's able to hit, okay, so for SPHREIT, it basically hit this week. Yeah, this week itself, yesterday and today. Yeah, so of course, entry price has been triggered. So those of you who are in, then your cut loss, you are looking at 82 cents, 81 cents. For those who are not in yet, you could still take a look at it tomorrow, yeah, because you're still at the entry price. Yeah, we're still at the 89 cents. So you could be still looking out for that trade to enter if you want to. Okay, so JAPFA and SPHREIT. Okay, as you can see, since most of our stocks have triggered the entry already, it is not so quick that you see buying signals again. Yeah, so you got to be patient. But JAPFA and SPHREIT, these are two stocks that are still hasn't moved yet, so you could wait for the entry price. Okay, one more you can look at is SENG. Okay, just that for SENG there is no signal yet, so you got to wait. Okay, so you can see we are at the uptrend. 20 MA is above 50 MA. Okay, the price is testing the whole support zone right now, isn't it? So you're basically waiting for a green. So there's no green yet, right? So wait for the green. If the MACD green appear, then we wait for the entry price, right? 1 bit above. Okay. Now, if the green doesn't show, right, it means that the price is still falling. Then you may still see red bars here, red bars in the MACD, right? So you'll still be waiting. So for how long would you continue to wait? Now, if it starts to trade lower than the 50 MA, so your 50 MA could start behaving like that, and your candlestick, right, it keeps trading lower and lower. Now, if it continues to go lower, it would break the support, isn't it? And if it breaks the support, definitely you're not going to follow this trade anymore because the support is gone. Okay, and if the price were to keep falling, you'll definitely not be able to see any green bar. You keep seeing red. So thereby you'll not be taking the trade at all. Right? So this is the way that you can be always in the direction of the market. So if the market is doesn't find support, the uptrend cannot continue, you will not be able to take any trade at all. Yeah, so that's the beauty of this trading system. Okay, and of course, if the market is trendy, then this is where this will help you to identify those stocks and keep you in the trade as it continues to go further. Okay, so trading, yeah, basically we just need to find something that's able to keep track of what the market is doing instead of trying to predict or hope what the market can do. So today the session is short because there's not much trading opportunities. A lot of them were confirmed last week. Right? A lot of the signals were confirmed last week. Yeah, so most of you should be in those trades already. All right, so yeah, so that's all for this session. Leave some comments if you have any questions, then we'll try to get back to you. All right, if not, then trade safely. Always stick to the plan. Watch tightly on your stop losses. All right, okay, stay safe and yeah, good night.